That one broke my heart. I didn't get to try that one, but everybody was like, "Yeah, that was rough." But that was really nice though because like they appreciated free caffeine.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Introducing one of the finest in the fraternity of firefighters in our federation, a fan to all those both fine and fierce, a furiously fantastic fanatic of feeling your feelings and forming fresh friendships, a streamer that gives you the full force of this phenom, the feature of our show today, one half fraction of the A1 twins, Twin A! Let's hear it, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. Really appreciate you being here.
Flabbergasted, floundered, and just fun times for all. I'm happy to be here. Oh
All
my
right.
God. I wasn't ready.
So, let's get started. You've been streaming for a while. What is streaming to you?
For me, streaming is more about just like a nice little breather. It's a little mental health escape. I get to stream, play games, which I've grown up doing, and just get to, I don't know, find an excuse to play more games and take time away from the hustle and bustle of life. So streaming is just fun.
Awesome to hear. Who are you trying to reach with your streams? What's your target audience?
So my target audience would be, besides everybody and anybody, anyone that feels like they don't, how can I phrase it? That anybody that feels like they're not welcome in the majority of communities, like, or they just feel like they're the outcast, if you would. I always end every stream with choose love, choose acceptance, choose kindness. And I like to spread that message to those that they are loved for who they are accepted for who they are. And so anybody who I could just make them smile or make their day that little bit better, that's who I want to reach.
That's the Twin A I know. Has your approach to streaming changed a bit since you started out?
Oh, 110% different. When my brother and I first started streaming, we didn't know what we were doing. We actually didn't even watch a whole lot of streams prior, so we just dove in the deep end completely blind. But our goal was like, oh, we gotta figure out how to be bigger, and we need to grow so we could maybe do this full time or something. And after a few years of growth and attempt to just like make it big, I realized I wasn't having fun, and it kind of took away the other intent, which was just that, something relaxing, uh, and stress relieving, if you would, instead of stress inducing. So I took a big step back. It was like, okay, I'm not going to worry about the content for the sake of growth content, and more about like what just sounds like a good time today.
You and your brother, do you guys have like little powwows about your channel? Do you have any mentors in the space? Do you have anyone that inspires you?
Anything we do that's a change on the stream, we always coordinate with each other. Even just like I added an emote yesterday from something new I started doing on my streams, but it was like, "Hey, thumbs up, cool." And then we'll just discuss like, "Hey, are you free this day? Let's play Mario Baseball." Or like this weekend we're playing that new game that everybody's playing, the Mecha Chameleon. And so we'll do little powwows with that, or we'll send each other texts. Like if I get a text from my brother while I'm streaming, it's because I'm doing something I don't realize. And usually it's not bad, but it might just be like a, "Hey, read chat," or little things that are easy for us to forget. And in the world of who inspires us, I think we both have the same favorite streamer, Grand Pooh Bear. He's just so fun to watch, and it was one of those like weird meet your hero moments for me last year. That streamer and some of his friends came out with a game, and I was like, I'll stream this game. It seems like fun. And he actually hopped in our channel and is just like one of the nicest human beings in his community. It was really nice. So that inspired me to be like, okay, that's a little pep in the step to continue streaming and smiling. Like, yeah, I'd say that's my role model for streaming.
In your other profession, you have to maintain a level of physicality. As someone who has a lot of experience of staying healthy, is there a way to do so while streaming? Is there like a balance that you can strive to achieve?
I love that question because I actually was letting my physicality go by the wayside when I was focusing more on streaming. Before I started streaming, I was in the gym 5 to 6 days a week. I had the free time for it, uh, and I was very happy with that physique. Very happy with it. And then I focused so much on streaming that I just neglected the gym. And now it's still tough. So it's more about I just make it a habit at this point of okay, cool, go work out. And I like threaten myself or punish myself if I don't. I'm like, if I don't go to the gym, I can't stream. It's like, but wait, I really want to stream. So it forces me out the door to go run for 30 minutes or go do something. So the balance is tough. It's just more of a time management aspect.
But you do occasionally do push-ups on stream. You have been lately.
Yeah, so that started with Dark Souls because a buddy of mine from work sent a meme of like four different people of varying sizes of like physicality and the big or it's like, what do you do? I do CrossFit. Well, I'm a bodybuilder. And then the biggest of them said, I do 5 push-ups on death and Dark Souls. And I was like, how hard can it be? And so years ago, before I'd played any of the FromSoft games, the Soulsborns, I was like, yeah, I'll do 10 push-ups on death, whatever. And that was brutal. That it was something stupid by the end of the entirety of the series, like 20,000 push-ups. And
Yeah.
I I hadn't done that challenge in a while, and I started playing the hardest Pokemon uh, ROM hack that or it was recently released, but it's basically the hardest Pokemon game. And because I didn't want to do like a true Nuzlocke where death is permanent, I'm like 5 push-ups per death. Whatever, how bad can it be? And just last night I broke a total of 3,000 push-ups already. I'm like, oh God, I'm halfway through the game. I'm at 3,000 push-ups. But it also motivates others. It's like, yeah, I'm doing push-ups. And I'll tune into other streamers and they're like, yeah, I saw Twin doing push-ups, so I am too. I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's encourage some physical activity.
So, speaking of that, you recently got some notoriety involving a mascot that you've made. What was it like to get recognition for something that maybe you weren't necessarily trying to get recognition for?
Okay. So the story for that is the fire station I used to be at, we were trying to come up with a logo that goes on the front of the shirt. And the majority of the stations in my department already have one. Like Station 8 is an octopus. The current station I'm at is known as the doghouse. So there's like a pit bull on the front of it. But that station didn't have one at the time. The a wolf is like the main theme that they were going for particular reasons. So the station captain used AI. Don't use AI. We taught him, but he used AI to come up with like a firefighter wolf mascot, and it looked like furry fursona art. And I couldn't breathe. I was laughing so hard because nobody there knew that. They knew what furries were, but I had to stop and educate them and explain like, hey, just so you know, this is this. And then I made a TikTok while still laughing. I just couldn't breathe. Like went, sat in the truck, filmed a TikTok, thought nobody would see it. I was able to show another group of individuals who tend to be shunned in today's day and age. So it's like, hey, I see you, I accept you, I love you. Live your best life. Like, cool. It's been like 2 or 3 years, and I still every couple shifts get asked if I'm the furry firefighter. It's like I got invited by a bunch to attend a furry convention that I forget what state it was in. Unfortunately, like things just didn't line up, but I thought that would have been really cool at the height of that if I was able to go to one of those. I thought that would have been like a kind of neat experience to be exposed to to a group that I haven't had a whole lot of experience with. But I'm kind of sad that I didn't get to go to that. I thought that would have been cool.
I'm sure that would have been amazing. Do you have a goal you're trying to reach? Is there a way that we can help you out on it?
Goals for streaming? Well, just let people know they're loved. Like I'm not trying to stream to 10,000 people anymore. I mean, if it happens, yay. But like at this point, I just try to have fun with everything. So I guess the only goal I could say is, yeah, the first thing, tell people like spread the message. Hey, I see you. You're loved. Keep being you. Like whatever you choose to do, you're not hurting others. I love you for that. So it's just about spreading that message.
I got a list
Sure.
of rapid fire questions.
Let's go.
Go ahead and list off whatever first pops into your head. Is a Pop Tart a sandwich?
No.
Best recovery food when you're not feeling well?
Hangover hamburger.
Other than cats and dogs, what's the next best pet?
I'm just trying to think of other pets people have. Fish.
Most used tool at your home that is not for hygiene or food?
Oh, my computer.
Replace one holiday with another one that you make up right now.
Okay, hot take. We will replace the 4th of July with another form of costume party, but less about Halloween trick or treat and more about people just going out and like a giant Comic Con of, look at other people's costumes, have fun, dance, eat food, like giant block parties everywhere that are costume parties. And I say 4th of July because I think about my military friends that it causes PTSD. So
Oh,
it's like,
yeah.
yeah, but let's axe that and just do a big costume party because Halloween's the best.
Best membership that you are a part of?
uh Firefighter Union.
All right. The difficulty is a 3. Do you roll the d20 or do you just assume success?
You gotta roll.
If you were a sword, what sword would you be?
A butter knife.
Very nice. That concludes the rapid fire questions portion. Feel free to judge or psychoanalyze all you would like. All right, so some questions about the industry. Identifying the way you choose to present yourself. Do you find that it comes with any challenges that may be unique from other streamers or content creators?
Yes and no. The nice thing is that I think with people knowing my profession, it kind of gives them like a sense of ease because there's that sense of trust that comes with firefighting, but then there's also that responsibility that comes with it. I try to educate. I try to make sure people, if I can help them, even through like the streaming sphere, the internet sphere, I will. But it also means that I have an obligation of like that sense of professionalism. I need to conduct myself in a certain way because I tend not to get mad easily in general, but like let's just say I'm having a really bad day, and I end up like getting mad about something. It can be misconceived or misconstrued or something, and people can just be like, "Oh, all firefighters are like this," and I don't want that. I also have that unfortunate thing where people occasionally come in and try to get like medical advice from me or fire marshal level advice, and I have to always disappoint and tell them like, I can't help you. That's not something I can do online via streaming. Unfortunately, go to an urgent care.
So you've had some time as a brand ambassador for a game. Can you tell us what it was like to be approached by developers and your experience with it as it continued on?
That's actually been kind of wild and fun because I've been approached about a bunch of different games actually, which is kind of mind-boggling. I will not play or promote something to my viewers if I myself don't find it fun or if I find it almost oh god, I can't think of the word all of a sudden, but like they're going to take advantage of people. I'm not going to do that. There's no dollar sign you can put in front of me that's going to make me, sell out to the viewers of like, you all need to buy this game. Haha, lining my pockets. The ones I will support are like, unfortunately, the game went under, but Supervive. That was a game that a friend of mine discovered when it was in its alpha testing. I made a video on it because I thought it was so fun, just a simple TikTok. And the devs reached out to me and sent me a letter and a game box and some merchandise and asked if, just like, hey, well, not even asked me to promote their game, but it's just like, hey, thank you for playing our game. What can we do for you? And started like trying to help me out and help me grow. And I was happy to support them because I saw that it's a small group of devs that are just pouring their heart and souls into the game. I still have the letter, there we go, right behind me, that even though the game went under, it's like, God, that was fun. G Fuel, the energy drink, used to send us like random cases of energy drinks, and give us time to like stream on their official channel, which was fun. But they sent the energy drinks for the purpose of take it to the fire station because they know that we thrive on energy drinks and caffeine. And I was like, that was really neat. That was fun. I'd do that again. I kind of wish I filmed it because they would do like reviews of the different energy drinks. Like, Sonic Peachy Rings. These are delicious. Whatever the Ryan Reynolds one is, this is trash. And so like it's that one broke my heart. I didn't get to try that one, but everybody was like, yeah, that was rough. I don't know. I just think it's really cool because I'm not a big content creator. So when anybody reaches out of like, hey, do you want to try this game? Like, neat. Somebody saw me.
So you tend to be very positive. How do you stay that way in sometimes in a potentially hostile space, either online or in your profession?
So it's kind of wild. I don't know when exactly the switch flipped, but I used to be just nervous all the time. Like anything that goes wrong is, oh God, the world is collapsing. What do I do? And that lasted until like the first year and a half into my job. Excuse me. And I don't know if it was like perspective of seeing things or just adopting the phrase F it. Like, whatever happens, F it. And now I'm an anomaly, even in my own job, in the opposite direction of like I'm always asked at work, how am I so positive? Like I'm just notoriously always smiling and having a good time, except for obviously on those like more extreme calls. And the truth is, I don't know. Life is good. I'm in a job I love. I get to stream on the side. I have lovely friends. My family, although small, I really appreciate them. And so, truth be told, I don't know what it is. I can only guess that again, it's the perspective of things I've seen. I've seen some really, really bad days for people. It's like, you know what? Life could be worse. So I'm just going to smile through it. And I do want to do a little asterisk on that. I've always disliked the approach of like, oh, you can't be sad, people have it worse, because then on the flip side of that, you can't be happy because people have it better. Uh, like it's okay to have bad days. It's okay to be sad or be going through a rough time, and it could be the worst experience of your life or one of the worst, and that sucks. And I feel bad, and it's okay to be upset or angry or overwhelmed. Very lucky to have a fantastic therapist. I'm actually spinning one of her pens right now to kind of like when I do have those bad calls that are a little overwhelming, help ground me and help me work through that so I can go back to just like life's good.
Empathy and compassion. How about that? Slightly on the opposite side of the coin, do you have any lukewarm or hot takes about the industry that you're willing to share?
Maybe not a hot take, but more or less surprises people. Firefighters, first responders are wildly different people, even in the industry. They're always assumed to be very type A, very fit, very motivated individuals. But I work with people that are shy, don't like to talk, very recluse, video gamers, nerds, those that like to go to Comic Con as much as I do. There's uh, two brothers that are in my department that both have from Dragon Ball Z Shenron tattooed down their spines.
Wow.
Big nerds.
So, what is your approach to content creation? What bar needs to be reached for you to want to make it into, say, a TikTok or a post or what have you?
Usually, I used to just like talk about whatever sounds funny or sounds cool at the time. Maybe just spread some positivity. Why would you want to put people down for the sake of laughs for others? And so I started making random posts that they don't do well, but they've reached some people, which is what matters to me. And it's just me saying, like, hey, if you like this, I love this for you. And I just try to list things that don't apply to me or don't often apply to me because I want people to know that it's okay to like what you like. It's okay to be you. I just
So
want to tell a story. I just want to make somebody laugh. So that it's a very, very low bar for what I'll put out there in terms of like TikToks. Just as I said, it's all about spreading love.
for those who are starting out, who want to become a streamer, who want to become a content creator, do you have any words of wisdom or encouragement for them?
Yeah, actually there's some advice that I've given people recently that uh, I wish I knew right out the gate. Um, First and foremost, if you're just starting out, do not approach it with the point of, I am going to do this full time. Hold out, wait, treat it like a hobby because every number will just be devastating for you. Today's stream didn't have as many viewers as yesterday's, and it's easy to fall into like a depressive state because it's like, oh God, I'm doing something wrong. Don't don't start with the goal of like, I'm going to be a full-time content creator. Like, let it grow a little more organically. Put your stuff out there. It's a numbers game. And then for the stuff you stream, look at the amount of people playing a game that you want to stream. If you're playing Call of Duty, there's thousands of people streaming Call of Duty. You are a small fish in a very big ocean. You are not going to be spotted. Conversely, it's like, look at Pokemon. Pokemon's a good example. Um, a lot of people watching it, not a lot of people streaming it. It's very easy to get noticed in something like that. So you can't play a game that nobody's watching, but you can't play a game that too many people are also streaming. So you got to be a little selective with that, but you also have to make sure it's something you'll have fun playing. Don't torture yourself. Don't play something that you don't enjoy because people will see that. They will see that you're not having fun. They won't have fun in turn, and people just won't want to interact with you because of that. Also, positivity. Positivity goes a long way.
Sage words of advice from our friend Twin A. Thank you so much for joining us today and answering some of our questions. Really appreciate you taking the time.
Sure.
And any
Thanks
any
for having me.
last things to shout out? Anything you want to promote? Here's your time to do so.
Well, first of all, shout outs to you. You've been such a wonderful, kind, joyful soul since we first met. So thank you for always just being this beacon of light that I know that when I see you, I'm just going to smile. So shout outs
Thank
to you.
you.
I still would love a hug one day. Um,
Yes, sir.
Follow me on Twitch. My twin brother also streams on the channel. And like, comment, subscribe. It goes a long way. Make sure you support this. Share it with a friend. That goes such a long way to getting the word out there. So yeah, spread love, happiness, and positivity.
And where can they
And
find you on Twitch?
yeah, twitch.tv /A1_twins. That's the number one_twins. And as always, if you have a choice, choose love. Choose love, choose kindness, choose happiness, choose acceptance. Be kind to one another.